slang. I speak it every day. I'm trying to get it poppin' each and every way. It's one nation under goons. My goons are stripping all these cats down in the under rooms.
The following show features stupid opinions and ideas from two idiot brothers who probably did little research and practiced zero due diligence on the topic at hand. The MLO Bros' opinions do not reflect the views of their employer, guests, sponsors, families, neighbors, or pets. If you do not like what they are saying and don't agree with their views or opinions, don't watch the show. We can promise we do not care. Welcome to the worst show on the internet.
Hey everyone.
Hi Isaac.
Luke is doing his thing, but I'm going to do the introduction. Thank you all for joining us tonight. Really appreciate you joining us here on Tuesday. What is it? February 27th, 8:30 p.m. Tonight, we have on Justin Coffin. We're going to talk about a wide range of different topics. But before we get started, want to go through our sponsors. First sponsor, as always, is Valley Insurance. Call Mayor Poland for your next auto or home insurance quote. He'll take care of you. And the other sponsors of tonight are us. Me and Luke, we're both real estate agents. We're both loan officers. So if you are doing any part of the home buying process, please call us. We'll help you out. We have two listings right now. One of our listings is a condo in Boardman, 7492 Huntington Drive, Unit 7. It is a two-bedroom, two-bath condo. First floor. So if you're old, don't like steps, it's a good condo for you.
If you're old.
Pulling people who are empty nesters who don't want to live in a big house.
Complaining about our taxes going up and how they
taxes. Yeah.
How they didn't plan to pay higher tax.
It's right off of Tippy. I know it's not in Poland, but it's a nice condo.
Hey, if you can't afford taxes, you got to move. It's the way that works.
Right. And then other listing I have is 1784 Depot Road in Salem, Ohio. It's 6 acres. If you can see it right here, this little red line, I got some drone photos done of it. It's absolutely sick. It's got a pond. It's got an apple pear orchard. Only thing is smaller house. It's just this front little building here before the pool. 2 beds, 1 full bath. But it does have an unfinished attic and a half-finished basement with like a little office. So there's plenty of rooms. There's also a gym, pool, like 6-car garages. It's sick.
Bachelor pad with acreage. That's nice.
Bachelor pad with acreage. A sick-ass hunting blind. Like in the back right corner, there's this hunting blind over here. Absolutely sick. And then here's a little office too. But
let's bring our buddy on.
Yeah, let's do it.
Justin, 30 Sports Show. Hey, buddy.
Hey, guys. What's up?
Oh, you got your hat on. My hat's in the other room.
I did. Yeah. I didn't even see him, so I threw it on there for him.
For those of you who don't know Justin, he is a fellow podcaster, whatever you want to call it, from the 3 Sports Show, which plays on our friend Joe Danyai's Youngstown studio. So we always hang out with these guys. So absolutely, Justin, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
I figured since you're starting here. Now, again, some of the topics we're going to talk about if you're watching, so you might have to burn through this. And we do watch the comments. If you'd like to comment, feel free to comment away as we do this. We're going to cover some different topics tonight. We're going to cover Vienna Township and the train wreck that is happening up there with their leaders. Guys, it is like deep, deep doo-doo.
Isn't it? It's not Vienna. It's Vienna, right?
I'm sorry. I was thinking Vienna sausage.
We were told by Vienna Knights that you're not supposed to call it Vienna. It's Vienna.
I automatically think Vienna sausage. Is that weird?
Yeah, you're not. It's not the town from Europe or whatever it is. It's Vienna.
Wait, is it EI or IE?
Vienna.
Vienna.
Yes.
No, that makes sense. Okay,
Correct.
okay, cool. Good. We're going to talk about my friend Nikki Frenchko because she's at it again. Like, we can't go a week without talking about her because she's such a freaking psychopath. And she's going out of her mind. And we're also going to talk about our friends at Mahoney Matter who we've had on. They've learned, like, and I don't think it bothers them because they blast out news, right? And I think I follow them, I like them, but they got caught up in the Facebook. You post something and people react to it, and we'll talk about that too, and we'll get your opinions on it because I have my own.
It was with the girl changing her hair color, right?
Yeah,
Is that it?
We're going to talk about that too, but let's start with the sports one first, okay?
Okay.
Since Justin is on, check this one out. So Crestview, which is down kind of by where Isaac and I went to school at South Range. It's down Route 7, way the heck down south in Columbiana County. Crestview girls post 107-6 win in the high school tournament.
Wow.
Think of that. This is basketball. 107-6. Crestview girls basketball team posted that. That is against Lake Ridge Academy in a home win Saturday in Division III sectional final. Addison Rhodes scored 43 points, while Lorraine Gaskins added 29 for the Rebels. Both players notched their 1,000th career point in the win. Crestview is 24-0 on the season.
And this is a tournament game, so it could have been their last game, right?
They knew who they were playing.
Okay. But so they were those two girls that are getting the 1,000th point, they're not seniors, right? They're
From what I was told, one is a sophomore and one is a junior.
okay.
So they would have a more chance to score.
Oh,
to
yeah.
get 1,000 points in their career. It's not like it's like they're seniors and they're trying to get their 1,000 points.
You said something before we went on. What quarters were those starters playing in?
So now I did not watch any of this game, but this came to me through someone that follows girls basketball very exclusively. But they said they watched the stream of the second half. Crestview had their starters get their 1,000th point in the second half, both of them in the second half. One halfway through the third quarter when the score was 87-2. And the other halfway through the fourth quarter when it was the final score 107-6. Now
I need to talk to a parent or somebody like from Crestview. Like,
yeah,
you coach basketball for how long?
Well, I coached various levels for 13 years.
Right. And I coached various levels, freshman, JV, and all that for various years. Isaac, you played basketball and coached for like 3 months last year.
Yeah, sixth grade.
Sixth grade.
For 4 months before I tapped out. It's like,
Justin, I gotta ask.
This ain't for me. This ain't for me.
Do you think you could run? Is that running up the score?
Well, yes, of course it is. But there's a couple things to note. So OHSAA now has a running game clock. So the clock does not stop. Now that's in, I believe, football, that's in basketball. And I think if the lead is 30 points or more, the clock will continue running. So that just shows you. Now, this team that they were playing apparently was only in their second year of basketball after not having it for 7 or 8 years. So there's a couple arguments you can make on this. One, should every team make the high school basketball tournament?
Yeah, because everybody makes it now, right?
Everybody. Well, it's always been that way. Everybody makes it, and obviously, if you're a really good team like Crestview, borderline great team like Crestview, I mean, they're 24-0. They're obviously very good. They've gone, unscathed throughout the season, playing this team that probably can barely, scrape enough players together to get out on the court. So, but for your starters to be up 85 points is ridiculous.
For those that don't know, maybe there are people who don't follow basketball. What do you guys think it is? At a Couth, when you go up 25, 30 points, you start pulling your starters and putting the bad kids in, right? What do you think
I would say, well, it depends. It depends. I made some mistakes coaching, and I learned that.
Yeah.
You can't pull them too early. Like if you're up 20 and you pull them like halfway through the fourth, it can cost you. Like I've had games come down, you're like, oh shit, I shouldn't have done that. Right?
I will say too, as a coach for many years, there's not an actual number.
Yeah.
It's a feeling.
Yeah.
And you know it.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, 85 is a pretty comfortable number.
Dude,
You want to hear my hot take? You want to hear my hot take?
40. Hold on. 40 is a comfortable number.
All right.
I mean, 40. Especially when you're up like 40-2 or whatever. I mean, that's insane.
It was 87-2 at one point.
87-2. At one point, they were up 40-2. I mean, come on, Isaac.
So coaches, why would that never happen in a guy's game? Why would that never happen in a male basketball game? My hot take is that would never happen because coaches would start pulling players because people would start getting hurt. That would never happen in a guy's game because if I was on that losing team, I would kill the starters before you know what I mean? Because it's like you're not gonna go up 100 and keep your starters on the court. That doesn't happen. That's
but
just
if they had a continuous clock, how do you score that much?
I mean, like I said, Crestview is a really good team, and I haven't followed girls basketball very closely this year, but they're 24-0 for a reason. You know, the one kid that scored 1,000 points. You know, I mean, they scored 500 points and 500 points their freshman and sophomore year. They're very good. That's averaging like 25 points a game.
Justin, it was 107-6.
Believe me, I get it. I get it. And I've coached teams that we've won by 30 and we've lost by 30. You know, I've been on both sides of that coin. It's not fun, but I couldn't imagine losing by 40 points or more. That is insanity.
and at what point does like the coach of Crestview look over at the coach of the other team, and the coach of the other team's like, bro, what are you doing? Like,
but like, are you running a zone? Like, here are my questions, Crestview. Are you running a zone? Do you back it off? Do you put your backups in and run a zone? Do you put your do you tell your girls at some point, hey, 15 passes until you shoot, right? Like that's what I would do. I've done that before too. We were up like 40. Hey guys, 10 passes until you shoot. Like,
and they obviously weren't doing that because they were trying to get those girls as many points as possible.
Yeah.
They were trying. That girl had 44. The other one had 29. That is targeting those players to get them as many points as possible.
I mean, you're telling those kids, guys, do not shoot the ball. I mean, I've been up 40 before 30 and said, hey guys, we're not shooting.
The whole point is, I guarantee they have more than 7 players on their roster. More than 10, let's say. Take your starters out, play your next 5 this entire second half.
That's crazy.
I don't understand.
I don't want to tell someone how to coach. I do not want to tell someone how to coach, but you're up 85 points in the third or fourth quarter. Take them out.
You don't want to tell. I'll tell you, hey, coach, you tell them once you're up 40, you freaking stop. I mean, that's crazy. Even 50. I mean, 100.
Yeah. That's bad.
I don't know how. There's no way to take that loss nicely. Like, I would be freaking out. Like, there's no. This is straight up just terrible. And then somebody's getting hurt. I'm telling you, I'm not going down like that. Somebody's getting hurt.
If I was on that other team, dude, I would be fouled out immediately.
That would never happen in a guy's game because of that exactly.
Never.
That would never.
All right. Well, let's go to the next one here. We're in 15 minutes already. We're moving along here. Let's talk about our girl Frenchco. Justin, what do you know about what's going on in Frenchco? I'm gonna set the pins here just in case you don't, or you're watching from home. You live in
all I know is what's previously happened with her, the meetings, the escorted out, the stuff.
Summary lately, last week, or maybe the week before, she had called 911, and if you've missed our show on Tuesday of last week, you can go back and watch it. We covered like all the 911 calls and all this stuff. She was calling 911 basically like 8 times. to complain about a dog that's barking in her backyard. And it started with barking, and then because they weren't listening to her, it changed into it's being abused, blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? And none of that has been backed up. I actually talked to, had a phone call from the first person from the Warren Police Department who was like a dog catcher or worked for the dog department there, and said the dog was fine. There were, he did a good job. Everything was fine. So it really goes down to the fact that Nikki Frenchco doesn't like the neighbors, doesn't like the dog barking because it's all about her, Justin. That's what we've come to the conclusion.
Right.
And then she flipped out on the 911 dispatcher. The 911 dispatcher went into the meeting and freaking embarrassed her. She looked like an idiot because he's like, basically told her told her off. She was swearing at him, all this stuff on the phone. Then there was she emailed, or HR emailed Nikki Frenchco, basically, I think it was. No, the 911 dispatcher emailed Nikki Frenchco and said, hey, you can't do this. You are disrupting us. We're trying to help. So, Guess what I got, Isaac?
What'd you get?
I got a new phone call. Phone call that came in to, I believe it is the head of 911. This was grabbed. I didn't grab it. Okay. The head of Nikki Frenchco calling the head of 911 to complain.
But is this not the 911 phone number?
No. This is a voicemail that was left on the head of the 911.
Fantastic. Let's hear it.
From Frenchco to her. Frenchco is exploding because people are using the Freedom of Information Act to gather information, which we are allowed to do. I've done it myself. Remember, Isaac, we busted Steve Kent when he was trying to make decisions via email. We've gotten information requests from Poland Village. People at home, I need you all to listen. Use this Freedom of Information Act. You have the freedom to ask information of your government officials. It is so powerful to bust these freaking crooks. And they're dumb because they don't ever you can ask for text, email. There's all kinds of rules. Someday we'll go over all that stuff, but you can Google it and see it. But it's amazing. So I'm telling you guys to please use this information. And to the people who are trying to stop Frenchco from getting elected, keep doing it because this is freaking gold. All right, here we go. Let me find it. All right, we're gonna listen to this. Oh, wrong one. Hold on. And she's going out of her. What makes it even better is she's just completely going out of her mind.
You have lost every last bit of respect.
All right, hold on. So this is Frenchco to the head of the 911 department. Here we go.
A message. Casey, you have lost every last bit of respect that I had for you. When I interviewed you, you said that you would not succumb to politics, yet you are communicating and writing for the purpose of those emails to be shared on social media about me. I would like to know who the public records request came in from about our communication, because no one should have known that existed. However, it's already out on social media. So whatever your little game that you're playing, it is just disgusting because you came in and said that you wouldn't fall into the politics, and that is exactly what you're doing. I don't know if you're playing dumb, if you really don't know that this is what's going on, or if you're doing it intentionally and willfully, which is what I tend to believe the latter, especially given the fact that as soon as you sent the email, it got shared to social media. So either you're working with these people who are acting in a political matter, or, who requested the letter that you sent that ended up on social media today, right after you sent it. It's evident what you're doing, Casey, and I'm extremely disappointed.
She's disappointed.
Received yesterday at 5:55 p.m. To repeat.
She's not mad. She's disappointed, guys.
She's like a mom. She's disappointed in you, Casey.
But by the way, Did she share that live from her own Facebook?
No.
Oh, okay.
So what's happening is people are doing information requests. Like what Frenchco doesn't realize is I think she's too dumb to get it. Like I can literally every night at the end of the day say I want every message she left, I want every phone call, I want every email she sent today. And that's exactly what's happening. But she's so paranoid. She thinks 911 is leaking information to people. like she's trying to blame that person. Like, and then the other thing that's scary is she's so vindictive. Like with what she's done in the past, like she tried to ruin the 911 dispatcher that went in and embarrassed her. And again, you could watch all that last week. She wants the name of the people that are getting that information and doing those requests. I don't think she wants it because she doesn't think 911 is like getting them. She wants it because she wants to go after those people.
Yeah, she does.
100% she wants
to use her power to destroy them.
Yeah, that's what she does. She's done it her entire career. She's gone. Again, Isaac, I still can't believe she hasn't come after us yet. I'm waiting, but
I'm telling you, and she tried. When the other day, I was at the gym, and one of her people texted me and was like, "Nikki Frenchco wants you to call her. Here's her number." And I'm like, not falling for that bait. Like, no. If she wants to talk to me, she can come on the podcast on Tuesday or Thursday at 8:30 p.m. and she can talk to me there where it's recorded. I'm not sending her a text. I'm not even going to ask her to come on the show. She can reach out to me if she's interested in coming to the show, and I will send her a link. I'm not even text messaging her. I'm not calling her because she'll like change the audio or something and make me seem like I'm a crazy person. Like, no thanks. I'm good.
In person. You guys need to get her in person.
Oh, screw that. You know what? If we did that, we'd need like 15 witnesses because we'd be saying interesting thing. Like, I could only imagine the stuff she'd make up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was talking to Isaac. You know how we were talking before the show started? If she came on our show, I wouldn't even talk to her prior. And I'd probably record the entire thing because I don't trust her.
Yeah, don't even like in the back rooms, just go directly into the intro video and don't even say a word to her when something's not recorded. Like, I wouldn't say a word without her.
I don't trust her. I mean, she is honestly, and the closer we get to this election, right? And again, the primary is against her. It's her versus Rick Henderson, who we had on. She's going to become like an animal trapped in a corner. And it's already starting to happen. You know what I mean? Like, she is going to get so paranoid. She's going to get so vindictive. She's going to get so nasty. I can't wait. I'm like excited about the next month. Gives us constantly things to talk about. She's accused us of Isaac, we had our first run and she did comment last week on our stuff.
She did?
And guess what, Justin? Justin, did you hear what Isaac asked her?
Oh, no. I'd love to know.
Luke, you have a picture of it. We should pull it up. I can pull it up, actually. Hold on. Let me pull it up
real fast.
Let me drop it over. Let me drop it over from my phone.
Isaac had the best response. So she's trying. She thinks she's smart, and she thinks we're dumb. Like, again, we act dumb. Maybe we are dumb, but
we're a little dumb. I'm not going to say I'm smart.
Yeah, but you're not going to trick us. Like, it's just not going to happen. You're not going to outsmart us. Sorry. I am a skilled person on Facebook, embarrassing people and trolling people. You're not going to beat us. So she got on there trying to make us look stupid. She's acting like she's all smart. She's like, oh, this, that. You guys are relaying false information. Maybe it's because you don't understand, which is like trying to insult us and, this kind of stuff.
Right.
Hold on.
So Isaac had the best classic MLO bro response ever.
So in her comment, I don't even know what we were talking about.
We were talking about the fact that she voted Democrat before. She said she was only a Republican. She's been a lifelong Republican. And I questioned her and I tagged her and I said, is this true?
And
one,
then Luke,
independent.
You go ahead.
Two, she's voted on the Democratic on the preliminary or the what's it called? The primary elections.
Primary. Yeah.
Therefore, when you vote on that ticket, guess what that makes you? A Democrat or a Republican, depending on which way you vote. I mean, it's plain and simple. I have the paperwork, and she was arguing with us about it. So go ahead.
So Luke comments and says, I think you said something along the lines of like, hey, I got to give Nikki credit for this. And then you made your point. So then she comments a bunch of things, Justin, just a whole bunch of things.
Yeah.
Well, one of the main things she said, and I responded to it with, in quotation marks, to her post. She says, thank you for sharing and allowing me to correct your misinformation. Like she just says, thank you for allowing me to correct your misinformation. And I just quoted that in the comment below it and tagged Nikki Frenchco and said, why are you such a butthole? Like, why are you such a butthole? So, dude, like, why do you have to say it like that? Correct your misinformation. Like, I understand you're trying to make us be the bad guy with like correct your misinformation or whatever you're saying. But Nikki, why are you such a butthole?
So that people like this. I don't know. It doesn't sound as good as it looked because it was literally like at Nikki Frenchco. He quotes her and then he's like, "Why are you such a butthole?" Right? That's
a butthole comment to make, dude. Like, correct. Thank you for allowing me to correct your misinformation. Like, you're such a butthole. Like, just
so then
stop.
I screenshot it and made a post to the MLO bros. And dude, it got like 300 likes, and people are like commenting, and Isaac's just like, we ask the questions that no one else will ask. Dude, It was like classic.
And right before that, she was texting, having her cronies text me and ask like, hey, Nikki wants to talk to you. And all of a sudden, after I made that comment, she didn't want to talk to me anymore. So I'm not really surprised, but it did happen.
Local politicians. Here's the thing: local politicians cannot deal with us because we don't play by all the other rules, right? Like, if for those of you who are new watching us, we got into it with a guy by the name of Bob Hagan. You've had to hear of him before, and he tried to come at us. And we literally blew him off freaking Facebook. David Ditzler, Democrat, Mahoney County Commissioner, he tried to come at us and tried to get cute with us. Isaac, remember, his page shut down for 3 days because he was getting buried by people. I mean, you can't.
And then after that, he said his page got hacked, and that's why he was saying rude things.
It was amazing, freaking Ditzler. So this is what we do. Politicians, if you're watching from home, if you want to go down this road and be assholes to your people and be assholes, we will fight you and we will defend the people. So just be ready for that. I'm warning you. We're not Republican, we're not Democrat, we don't care. So just heads up. Knock yourself out. Isaac, Shara wants you to make a t-shirt. At Nikki Frenchco, why are you such a butthole?
She never answered my question either. She just never answered that.
Dude. It's a thunderstorm out here. Do you guys hear that?
Well, we can see it behind your head.
Yeah,
it's lightning behind your head.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Let's talk now. This is gonna get deep here. So, okay, we're done with Frenchco. Anybody in the comments? Any other questions? Ooh, David, you're gonna go in. Anyone set up a page to share daily? That's a great idea, Dave.
Wait, can I make a quick comment here?
Yeah. What do you got?
I feel really bad for David. His parents did not think that name through. Isn't that the former leader of the KKK? That same name.
It is. Or
David Duke.
It is.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Or maybe they did think it through.
Maybe ask Nikki. I don't know.
Oh, love you guys. Love you too, Joanne. Love you too. Keep doing what you're doing. Look, David Duke. God, Liam just said, damn.
Hey, you know what? At least I know I'm not a racist because I don't know who the head of the KKK is.
For a long time.
Justin, you know who the head of the KKK is.
Your buddy O'Keel told me that.
Right. Oh God. Yeah. Again, maybe his parents did do it right. Okay. On to Vienna Township. We got some news articles we're going to watch. Okay, we're going to go in order. So we're going to start like 7 or 8 days ago, and then we'll go from there. So let me pull this up. So this is from 7 days ago, and Vienna. Where's Vienna at? North of us, right?
It's where the airport is, basically.
Operations down to A skeleton
Maybe they
crew.
heard that Xfinity
The order
customers
came
can
down
see
There's a
earlier
lot
this
going
week,
on.
and
I don't know
trustees
what's
are still
limited
not
line
giving
and
any
get one
information
free.
as to why or what led to
Why?
this decision.
What's
Leslie
happening?
Huff has been searching for answers, and she has details now on how.
Sorry.
I think you got a couple of windows open.
Yeah, well, I know I left one up, but it was playing the commercial and the ad. All right, hold on. Don't make us watch another ad, please.
Firefighter.
Oh my God!
Want to hear a fun fact? Elbows are impossible to lay.
Justin, did you just send me David Duke?
I did.
Your own
I had to
elbows.
look them up.
Switch to Xfinity
I
because
knew
it's
I
only
wasn't
live
wrong.
once.
Leaders in
All right,
Vienna
here we go.
Township say they were blindsided by an order to scale back operations down to
Grand
a
Wizard.
skeleton crew. The order came down earlier this week, but trustees are still not giving any information as to why or what led to this decision. Leslie Huff has been searching for answers, and she has details now on how this could impact response times. Leslie, what did you find out?
Lindsay, good evening. This new directive will drastically reduce the number of emergency responders at the fire station, and this is creating concern among some members of the department. The fire department in Vienna Township is now keeping only 2 emergency responders on the clock at any given time. It's an immediate order from township trustees, and fire department leaders say they were blindsided by the news. Along with shrinking the crew, there is also a freeze on any overtime for full-time employees. Chief Rich Brannon tells me he's not happy with the decision and is concerned such cutbacks will lead to delayed response times. He says if fire officials are called to more than one emergency, the department will have to depend on other fire departments like Brookfield or Howland for assistance. Brannon says he had no warning the cuts were coming and was informed they needed to be implemented by trustee Robert Root without explanation. Before the cuts, there were at least 4 firefighters on staff during the day. Now, Brannon says this will mean there will be more times when there are no firefighters or EMTs on duty at all. But when that day comes, the departments will have to deal with it as best as they can.
Hi, Trustee Peg. This is Leslie calling from 21 News again.
I've left multiple voicemails and sent text messages to the trustees, but despite several attempts to get a comment from them, they've all refused to respond. Only trustee Phil Peg responded at all, via email, only to say, "I'm sorry, I can't talk." According to the fire chief, the number of emergencies they respond to has been increasing every month. With more local news, I'm Leslie Huff.
So, hang tight. I'm gonna put this.
Fun fact. Went to a couple parties that Leslie Huff was at in college. Why is you?
And that's
Really?
paid
She got a
for
white
itself, you know,
She's
exponentially.
actually friends
can't
with
even say
Bill.
multiples. It's exponentially.
Yeah.
You know,
All
So
right,
like
let's
friends
go.
of friends, she was at parties with me. Never really talked to her.
Before we go into this next one, okay, so that was like 7 days ago. Okay, they cut down the police and the fire department, right? The trustees do.
Okay.
They're not responding to anyone about why they're doing it.
Okay.
Why do you think that is? Something's up, right?
Something with
why
money,
would you
right?
make a
They're losing
decision
money.
like that? Okay, just hold on. So this is where it gets really, really what Justin.
Cool.
I don't know.
Okay. There are like 600 people that live in Vienna Township, according to a 2020 census.
Okay.
You need more than 2 police officers and 1 fire department crew, right? I mean, that's a problem.
Totally.
Okay. So here comes the next day, or the 2 days later.
again, it gets us in the door. It allows us to, stand toe to toe with much bigger companies. I mean, some of the biggest companies in the world.
All right, here we go.
Good evening. Thank you for choosing 21 News. I'm Derek Steyer. We begin with layoffs of both police and firefighters in Vienna Township after the stunning revelation of more than $1 million going unaccounted for. Chris Cirinelli is just back from tonight's trustees meeting. He's here now to explain what happens next. Chris.
Derek, good evening. Yeah, 2 police officers and 3 firefighters are out of a job tonight. The trustees are telling me now that the state auditor's office is going to be stepping in after recommending the township fiscal officer be removed.
You're the fiduciaries of this money. How did you not know? One person at a time.
The roughly 75 people packed in the Vienna Township Hall Thursday night left in a mix of anger, disbelief, and overwhelming frustration.
We have no choice. We've been put in a very tough position.
Minutes earlier, a police officer escorted Township Fiscal Officer Linda McCullough out of the meeting and to her car. Eventually, Township trustees explained why.
Several township employees contacted the trustees last week when they did not receive their direct deposit of their paychecks in their accounts. When contacted, the fiscal officer stated it was a bank error, but when the trustees called the bank, they discovered that the township's account was overdrawn.
Root says more than $1 million went from the township's money market account over the last year into the township's checking account. The trustees eventually learned several $100,000 in bills haven't been paid. Several employees report their retirement contributions are missing.
It appears the money from restricted funds may have been used to pay the expenses out of other funds, and payments have made in excess of the amounts appropriated by the trustees.
If you're not watching $1 million, you all gotta go.
The colossal financial debacle means there's no money to pay some salaries. The trustees, police, and fire chief have given up theirs indefinitely. They also had to lay off 2 officers and 3 firefighters.
We trusted you. I cannot believe you put us in this position to live in this town and have to have less police officers and less firemen. When we pass levies, when we feel you need them.
How long is it going to take for the auditor to reconcile these books and for the township to reconcile these books? You said that process is already underway. How long is that going to take?
Call them.
And so begins a painful and uncertain chapter for Vienna Township.
So,
Wow.
Is that not absolutely insane?
So they think it's that fiscal officer then, because they asked her to leave.
So, what the way I understand it, okay, and this is the way it's being presented, okay, is she was moving money around to pay for stuff, right? And there wasn't enough money. It is what I'm getting out of it. No one said she stole anything yet, but Isaac, you and I have covered like the village and the townships and stuff. So like when they approve paying something or they approve repairs or new police stuff, that budget and that money has to be approved from those trustees, right?
Yeah.
She was doing stuff outside of what she was supposed to do is the way I'm understanding that. If you're in the comments and not getting that correctly, let me know.
He said on the report that money was transferred from, I believe, a money market account to the checking account. And if someone has access to the checking account, then they have access to that money. Whereas if it's tied up in the banks or stocks or whatever, they don't.
Yeah. Did we lose everybody watching?
I don't know. That was weird. I don't know. It like everybody just disappeared from the views. I don't know if that's actually happening or if we're even live right now. Hold on.
The video is blocked and can't be viewed in 200. Why is that? Is anybody watching this right now?
Is it because of your?
Did you lose power?
It's the music you shared at the beginning, dude.
Dude, it didn't have a thing on it.
1 minute and 37 seconds of audio owned by Warner Music Group Rights Management.
Wow, it didn't say that in YouTube. Oops.
It's that music at the beginning. I had a feeling that was going to happen.
You think?
What's that?
Wow, that's crazy.
It's okay. We'll just keep going and we can share it back and you can crop out the music if you have to. But I don't know.
Yeah, but it was playing. We had like 60 people that it just shut off. Wow.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it kicked people off or not. That is how do you kick somebody off of a live video like that, though? You know what I mean?
Unless they shut it off. I don't know.
I mean, it shows we're live still, right?
That's what it says on my side.
I'm looking.
Let me look on. It does not show it on Facebook though for me.
Really? Look at that. All right, I'm gonna make a post real fast. That's fine. My bad. Try and change it up.
I like the trumpet intro though.
Yeah. I had a feeling that was going to be blocked.
I can hear you guys we're getting messages. I can hear you guys, but it won't let me comment. We're still watching. Now you're gone. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, on me it.
All right,
it
hold on.
does
I'm
not
going to make
show
another.
anything.
Do you want to stop, or do you want me to flip it over and do another live feed, Isaac? We'll do that real fast.
Yeah, switch over and do another live feed.
All right, hold on. All right.